Hello, and welcome to the Team Beachbody Business Opportunity Presentation. My name is Blake Warrington. I'm going to be your host for this informational piece for you. And basically, I want to share a little bit about who I am so you kind of have a little bit of knowledge about who's doing the presentation for you. I've been married to my wife at 22 years at the time of this recording, and we are both Beachbody coaches. We work full-time from the comfort of our own home. I was a firefighter for 22 years in California. I had a job opportunity come up towards the end of that career. I was kind of getting tired of doing it. Had a great opportunity come up, and basically, long story short, is moved our family out to the Boise, Idaho area, and took a job. Took a company that was struggling along, and basically was pretty instrumental in getting them turned around and basically quadrupling their sales for them in a little over, about 2 years. Started with them in 2004. A new ownership group came in, and they said, "Thanks a lot, Blake." And in August of 2006, at the age of 46, I found myself unemployed, which I have never been unemployed before. It was a pretty scary situation. And then about that same time, my wife was a real estate agent, kind of part-time, and she got rear-ended by somebody, totaled the van there you see in the picture. And that happened about 3 days before me getting fired from my job. And so we started ourselves with Beachbody in a pretty stressful situation. No money. We were living off a second and even borrowed some money from our parents. And let me tell you, that's pretty embarrassing when you have to do that at that age. Long story short, though, is we knew we had to find some kind of a home-based business, and we basically did our due diligence, looked at quite a few different companies. And after all was said and done, Beachbody came out on top, and you're going to see why in just a few minutes here as we get into the presentation. So what you're going to learn in the presentation is we're going to teach you who Beachbody is and the benefits that Beachbody can have for you and your family. We're going to teach you how you can build a profitable business because of the ever-growing obesity epidemic and, of course, now the declining and rapidly changing job market. Things have changed forever, and we're going to share a little bit of information with that on you or for you. We're going to talk about Beachbody's $125 million they spend on infomercials and advertising and how you can get their paying customers that come in from this advertising, and how you can basically work this business part-time or full-time. It's really up to you. And the really good thing about it is you're going to see at the very end here, you have a 100% no-risk money-back guarantee. So just sit back, relax, and we'll get started here and share a little bit of information about the company, the products, and why we think this is one of the best businesses out there for just about anybody. So Beachbody was actually started by these two guys here, Carl Deichler, John Condon, in 1998. They recognized early on, even back then, there was an obesity epidemic that was brewing, and they thought they could basically help the situation and maybe make a little money along the way. So they started that company in 1998, and for some reasons I'll share with you that are just absolutely incredible, in 2007, they actually started the network marketing division. So they started out as a traditional company, and then they went into network marketing in 2007, and there's a very good reason why, and you'll understand that here pretty shortly. So what is the obesity epidemic that you keep hearing about? Well, right now, 69.2% of the U.S. population is either overweight or obese, and it's really a growing trend. Currently, it's costing the taxpayers $350 billion, and that's just in the United States alone. So it's actually a huge growing problem. But the good news, if there is any on it, is that basically this is your opportunity where you can contribute and help people out, and you can get paid for doing it. That's where you can find people that make good money. They find a problem, and they find a way to fix that problem. And this is a growing problem that's not going anywhere fast. In fact, as you're going to see here in just a second, it's actually growing bigger. You can see the trends here. These are some charts from the Center for Disease Control, and they've been tracking this since 1985. And basically, they started out, and you can see the trends here, 0 to basically 10, maybe 15% of the states had people that were obese in those states. And as you see, you go to 1998, you see the colors start to go into the 15 to the 20 to 24% range of the population, meaning that percentage of the entire population in those states is overweight or obese. And then you keep on continuing. The 2011, they changed the colors here, but now we're getting into basically 30 to 35%, and a good percentage of these states are people are obese or overweight. So the trend is getting worse. It's not getting better, and that's where you can come in and help people out and make yourself some money along the way. Now, here's some stats about the job market. If you haven't figured it out or seen it out there, the job market has completely changed forever. The chances of you going to work for 40 years, getting your high school or your college education, and going to work and working for the same company for 30, 40 years are gone. I mean, that is completely gone. That was back in the era of my dad. It's changed a lot in the last few years. It's only going to get worse, we believe, from the information that I've been reading. You can see this article from our local newspaper here. Millions of jobs lost forever, middle-class workers and things like that. So the 40-40 plan is gone forever. That used to be you work for 40 years for 40 hours a week, and then you retire on 40% of what you were making back then that you really weren't getting by on anyway. So we think there's a better way, and we think there's a company here that's going to really help you out, and we're looking forward to sharing the information with you about these amazing products that our company has. And so basically, if you look at what we have here is several of the popular fitness programs. Now, these are brand recognition. You're going to see, chances are you've recognized some of these programs. P90X, as you can see right here, that's Tony Horton. Hugely popular program. We got 10-Minute Trainer, Body Beast, Hip Hop Abs. If you haven't seen the program, I'll guarantee you that somebody you know has. So these are just a handful. There's over 100 plus different workouts that Beachbody has. These just happen to be some of the more premier and prominently basically programs that you'll see. They've won awards for being some of the best infomercials. So like I said, these are just a handful of some of the programs you'll have, and we'll explain about why that's such a benefit for you here shortly. But what we have here too is proven results, and you can just do what I did here, and you can just type in P90X before and after, like I did right here in Google, and this is what pops up. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people, their before and after pictures. These are all Beachbody customers. And you can see, maybe or not, but the slide bar here is so small because this thing you can just scroll down and down and down and down and see more and more and more. So this is the beginning of kind of the social proof that, it's not a fad. This is not some little TV gimmicky workout thing with, and they show one or two people that have had success. You can literally find thousands upon thousands of people that have had success with Beachbody's programs. So now here's where we get into that cool information. So why would a successful infomercial company want to start a network marketing division? Think about that. They're already successful. They're doing great. Then they all of a sudden started this network marketing division, several years later. Well, something unexpected happened. Beachbody had some message boards, and their customers, they found out, were actually going on the message boards. Customers that had success with some of their programs, they were going on the message boards of their own free will, and they're just naturally logging in and helping other people with their questions that they had. They had already gone through the journey, and they thought, well, I'm just going to go on. That's what people like to do, right? That's what we like to do. If you find, you do something, you're successful with it, and you want to help other people that might be struggling. And so what that did is Beachbody noticed that these customers were helping their customers. And so they noticed that the customers were staying on their chosen workout program longer. They were getting better and faster results with their weight loss transformation. They ended up purchasing additional supplements and shakes, recovery formula, and other things because it was being recommended by the other customers because it would help them with their journey. And after they were done with their chosen program, these customers that were helping their customers recommended other programs for them to try. So Beachbody thought, wow, what can we do to kind of turn this into something that'll really take our company to the next level? And well, they did. So in March of 2007, they introduced basically the birth of Team Beachbody. And that was the birth of our division. So we didn't start out as a network marketing company like a lot of network marketing companies do. We actually started out as a traditional company and added the network marketing component to it after the fact. And that's something very important for you to understand. So here's something, the 125 million, and it changes. Sometimes it's more, but this is what they spend. Think about $125 million per year on infomercials and other advertising. This is things on pretty big channels too, like you got U.S. Weekly, CNBC, Magazine Self, and Men's Health, and things like that, and many, many other media channels. So they're spending this $125 million. And what that does, if you think, it averages over right now, currently about 50,000 new paying customers per week. Think about that. This company's bringing in 50,000 new paying customers per week. And guess what? These Beachbody customers are awarded and given to qualified coaches. So what happens is if you start getting the Beachbody customers and they buy something, Beachbody's going to take 100% of whatever they buy when they first came in, and then they're going to hand that customer off to a qualified coach. That could be you. It's very simple to become qualified to get their customers. And then anything that customer buys in the future, you're going to get paid on. So right now, just to give you an example, my wife and I have been with the company 7 years, and they've given us over 13,000 customers between the two of us. Think about that. 13,000 customers Beachbody's given us. So here again, and then if you work with those customers, they oftentimes end up becoming coaches. So now I want to share a really cool thing I did. This was on our television, and I was one night, and I go, gosh, look at here's all of our workout programs. These are hour-long infomercials that run just about every single day. So think about this. So you got, Shaun T's Insanity, got the Insanity workout here running at two different channels at the same time. You got Brazilian Butt Lift is one of ours. Insanity again. P90X runs all the time. So look at the time slots, 5 p.m., 7 p.m., all the way up 12 p.m. I mean, these are running all day long. So this company they're basically advertising for your business should you decide to become a Beachbody coach. So think about this now as well too. So in addition to the paid advertising, because this company is so popular and the fitness trainers like Shaun T and Tony Horton are so popular, they're getting they're being interviewed for magazines like Success, Self Magazine, Wall Street Journal, the Los Angeles Times, and many, many, many others. And this is all free advertising. This is just free stuff that here again, it's going to help you build your business. And it doesn't end there either. You think about all the people out there that are doing P90X. Well, there's movie stars doing it, actors, musicians, and they all freely endorse that they've been doing P90X or whatever other program they're doing. You got people like Brett Favre and Sheryl Crow. You got Demi Moore, Ashton Kutcher. You got Pink, and just so many other people that are just they get themselves in good shape. Of course, they want to say, hey, this is what I used. So this is what you have. This is freely endorsed from people. Beachbody never pays anybody to do any kind of advertising. Now, this is something that I found. I'm an internet marketer, and this is something I found kind of cool. Maybe that's the nerd in me. But you can go to Google AdWords and just type that into the Google, and you'll find a keyword tool called Google AdWords keyword tool. And what it is they basically track every time somebody puts some kind of a search in the search bar. So I typed in, when we started this business 7 years ago, or back in 2006, I put this in the search term. I put P90X, and this is what shows me that this is proof that there's people that want what we have. And this was just done recently, but there's 1.8 million people searching just for P90X. Now, that doesn't include P90X Plus. Here's a P90X workout schedule, 49,000 people. P90X workouts, another 135,000 people. And it just goes on and on and on. Insanity workout. That's pretty, that's going to be us. Not, that's the only Insanity workout there is. Over 1 million searches per month. Think about that. So here again, if you want to become successful in life, you find out what people are searching for on the internet, and basically, as I say, you just throw yourself in front of the bus. And so it was very simple for me to make a decision going, oh my God, look at the search terms. And there was probably about 2 million searches for P90X 7 years ago. So while it's dropped a little bit, it's still got just an amazing amount of searches. And that doesn't include all the, the 100 other plus other workout programs that Beachbody has that people are searching for. So here again, that's the proof to showing that this is an amazing company. So P90X just in itself is a social phenomenon. People nationwide and worldwide know about it just because of the infomercial power that they have, the people that are using it that they know, movie stars and professionals like we talked about. The media is talking about it. There's millions of people ask for P90X by name. It's easy to talk about this business. It's so simple to talk about P90X because the brand is so strong. I'll guarantee you that if you talk to somebody, they either have seen the infomercial, they know somebody that's doing the workout, or they're doing the workout themselves. It's that simple and that easy. And I'll show you something else that's pretty easy. We call it wear and share. Basically, you put on a P90X shirt, a hat, anything, Insanity, I'll guarantee you walk around, people are going to be talking to you. It's unbelievable. We took it a step further, and we wear the car. We had our Dodge Magnum Hemi kind of made it look nice. And I'll tell you what, this thing gets people looking and asking about P90X and Insanity, and so it gets that conversation started. You don't have to, and you can put a simple thing on your car too. That's P90X, call me, or a website or something. It's amazing what you can do here with this company because of this very strong brand and all the money that they spent. Give you a real quick story. As I was in a Starbucks not too long ago, and I had my Insanity shirt on, and Beachbody gives away, if you complete Insanity and you send in your workout before and afters and stuff, they give you a free t-shirt. And I had my Insanity shirt on, and the gal that was getting me my coffee at the Starbucks just commented, "Oh man, you must have got your shirt, from doing the Insanity." She goes, "I'm almost close to getting mine." Here again, conversation started because I'm coming in there with something that a lot of people know about. So here's something I like too. This is what we are. We're considered coaches, not distributors. Now, what's important is you don't have to be a fitness expert. You don't have to be a medical expert. You don't have to be a nutrition expert. And really, you don't even have to be fit or in shape. I started this business from about almost 30 pounds overweight, lost 28 pounds, and doing P90X and Power 90. So what do you do as a coach? You simply encourage and support others. You get in best shape you can of your life. I mean, we got the programs and the products, and that's what's cool. It brings in a healthier mindset type of person. You just share the business with others, and the cool thing here, like I like to say, is you have fun being your own boss. And I'll tell you what, when you get to wake up whenever you want, go to bed whenever you want, and I literally, short of maybe a doctor appointment, don't ever use my alarm. I have a 30-second commute to work. I go up, get my coffee, I walk downstairs, and I'm back in business, if you want to call it work. Like I say, if you enjoy what you do in life, you never have to work another day in your life. So who can do Beachbody, the business? Anybody. It doesn't matter. You can be a high school dropout. You don't have to, you just have to be 18 years of age and be able to fog a mirror. You can be anything. I mean, Tony B here, yoga instructor. Look at that guy's body. That was 62 years old, and the guy got shredded doing P90X. You can be a police officer. These are all Beachbody coaches right here. Some of them very successful Beachbody coaches. You got police officers, x-ray technicians, grandmothers. It really doesn't matter. There's no discrimination. There's nothing that's stopping you from becoming a Beachbody coach, except yourself. Now, here's some cool things, too. Is we got some great contests and incentives. They have a free daily drawing. They give away randomly $500. If you're a Beachbody coach or a customer, you can basically have your name drawn, and you can win $500 just for because you're a Beachbody coach or a customer of Beachbody. We have a transformation, the Beachbody Challenge, and this is pretty cool too. Basically, there's monthly prizes where you compete with other people in your age category. So there's 4 age categories for men, 4 for women. And if you have a good weight loss story, you just send in your story and a before and after picture. And if you win that month, you could win $1,000 in your age category. Then all the winners in the quarterlies, in the monthlies, they compete in a quarterly against all the other people that won the monthly prizes. And then the quarterly winners each win $5,000 in the quarterly prize. And so there's 2 winners for that. And then then all the quarterly prize winners, 8 of them, compete for a grand prize where 1 male and 1 female will each win $100,000. It's kind of like our own Biggest Loser contest. So that's way cool. If you get involved with this, make sure you jump on that. So now let me talk a little bit about how you get paid. Now, we get paid in several different ways you're seeing pop up on your screen here. I'm not going to go over all those here because that's not what this is about. You can get back with the person that brought you onto this, and he or she can just get you to a compensation plan because it's a pretty detailed comp plan. I will tell you that just the team cycle bonuses alone, that's what this chart is here. If you can't see it, you start out as an Emerald coach, and you can basically earn up to $250 per week. That's to start. And then once you get into, some of our star ranks, there's $3,000 a week, all the way up to $12,000 per week. So that's just the team cycle bonus. So that doesn't include the retail commission. So when you see P90X, for example, on television for $119 and change, they're basically $120, you're going to get a 25% discount on that yourself. So if that's a great reason, because you can get a discount, you can turn around and sell that. Or you just use your website, send people to the website, and let Beachbody do all the work for you. And then you can get paid all these different types of commissions if you start basically getting qualified to get matching check bonuses. We have Challenge Pack, which I'll show you here in just a sec. Shakeology Fast Start bonus, Star Team bonuses, Team Beachbody Club memberships. Just it goes on in different ways you can get paid. It's an extremely lucrative compensation plan. Now these are new, kind of somewhat new challenge packs, and people can come in and they can buy, pick a workout program and our Shakeology, which is our flagship shake product that's absolutely off the charts. The nice thing about this is, for instance, like the Shakeology comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Somebody can buy that Shakeology, this workout program, and if they don't like it, they can send that program back, and they can even drink the whole bag of Shakeology. So these challenge packs, the nice thing about them is you get somebody purchases one of these. I just sold 2 of them actually here just the other day, and they pay anywhere from $50 to $105 just for these packages. And here again, so many ways you can get paid. So just get back with the person that brought you onto the webinar, and they can share with you a little bit more information about the comp plan. So we're getting close to the end of our presentation here. So I just want to share, if you decide to become a part of Start Your Team Beachbody business, you're going to be part of our team. We've put a lot of systems and tools and trainings in place. So the coach that sent you here, he or she is part of our team. We are like a family and a team, and we build things and do things together. So you got the support. You will be part of our team should you decide to become a Beachbody coach with the person that brought you to this presentation. We have a lot of different automated marketing systems, tools, and trainings that you'll be able to take advantage of. We have experts that will teach you how to do social media marketing if you want to do that. We have our own exclusive online home party system that may be copied by now, but that's an amazing system that we'll share with you. We have our tripleresourcesystem.com, and this is something that myself and another coach had put together that we spent over $6,000 on. It's a complete turnkey marketing system for the person that wants to get involved in kind of internet marketing and things like that. There is an extra cost to that, but here again, it's an optional system that we put together for you to help you become more successful. So some of our accomplishments between my wife and I and how they'll benefit you, you can see them popping up here. We're founding coaches. Means we've been here since the beginning. We've been here since March 2007. We're not going anywhere. You see a lot of people bouncing around from one company to the others. We have staying power. This is an amazing company. We're not bouncing on to the next hot deal or anything like that. We're staying with this company. So that shows you that, we'll be here for you as well. We're one of the top income earning couples in the company. We've won almost every award. At one point, I was on stage one time, and they were shoving them in my pocket because I had won all 3 awards in these 3 categories that we had. So what does that mean for you, though? So we're Millionaire Circle coaches. We've been on just about every vacation they've been on. So what that means is we've kind of blazed a trail. We've been there, we've done that, we know how to get there, and we can help you get there because we have won these awards. And these awards and stuff are not like necessarily bragging rights. This means that we help people on our team do things. This means we help them become successful in our business. You don't win awards for the most part in Beachbody just because you do something selfish or something like that that's just only benefiting you. A lot of the awards and incentives that Beachbody has are based on the company or based on things that you do to help people in your organization. So last but not least, we've also decided to take our business to the next level. We're doing extremely well. We're high 6-figure income earners, but we want to take our business to the next level and get up into the millions of dollars and things like that, which can be done with this company quite easily. We just invested $20,000 for a 1-year mastermind with Eric Worre from networkmarketingpro.com. Highly recommend you go there and check that out. Even now, he's got over 800 videos at the time of this presentation, and these videos are just amazing 5 to 6, 7 minute long videos on basically just anything you can do for learning how to become a better coach in Beachbody or any business that you're doing, even if you don't join Beachbody. There's just great free information there. But anyway, that's our investment into our business, but that's also an investment into your business because whatever we take back from what we're learning from Eric, we have to obviously bring in and help the coaches on our team, which hopefully that will be you. We also have on our team Dr. Ronald Mueller. Now, what's really important is if you start a home-based business, there are certain tax advantages that are available to you, and it's really important that you take advantage of those. So instead of leaving you on your own recourse to do that, we have Dr. Ron Mueller on board. He's been teaching this stuff for oh my God, 10, 15 years now. And he can teach you a strategy, a total legal strategy where you can earn up to show you how you can bring up to, or earn, take home, actually, an extra $200 to $500 per month or more from your current take-home pay, because now you started a home-based business with the intent to make a profit. And you can run it by your CPA and make sure everything Ron talks about is up and above board. But would an extra $200 to $500 a month help you out right now? And you can use that money to start your business. You can use that money to invest in your business so you can grow your business. You can get that money starting literally as soon as your next paycheck. And that's the stuff that Ron will talk about and teaches on our team. So getting close here, so how much does it cost? Well, the nice thing is it's pretty inexpensive to start your own Team Beachbody business. You can get started for a one-time fee of $39.95. This covers your first month's $15.95 business service fee. This gives you 6 marketing websites, 3 of them in English and 3 in Spanish. These are customizable by yourself if you want. You get a comprehensive coach online office, and you get a Better Business Bureau A-rated customer service team that handles all the customer service for all your customers, even your coaches if they have problems with anything. We have an optional club membership that's $38.87 every 3 months. That becomes mandatory if you do want the Beachbody customers. And the minimum product purchase to get started is literally as low as 50 PV, which is about $50. So as you can see, you can get started in your very own home-based business for less than about $150. With all the stuff that I showed you, all the support, all the advertising, all the marketing, all the stuff that we just went through, all that stuff you get for $150. But what I'd like to do now is I'd like to share a testimonial from one of our Beachbody customers, and she's got an amazing story. So why don't we just spend just a couple minutes here right now and listen to Charlene Bucher and what she had to say about starting her Beachbody business.
Hi, this is Charlene from Burleson, Texas, and I became a coach for Team Beachbody in December of '06. And I joined because I had been a customer of Beachbody for several years, loved the products, and with the help of the community of customers that they had, I was able to lose 80 pounds and keep it off. So when the chance to become a coach and to actually help others and possibly be in a position to quit my management job at an aeronautics company, which, by the way, was about a 10 to 15-hour work day, so when the chance to be able to maybe walk away from that and to do something that I absolutely love, be home with my kids, I had to go for it. And I'm happy to say that I have seen that dream become reality. I was able to find my boss. I'm working at home, doing something I absolutely love, and I'm with my family. And the best part is I am truly in the best physical shape of my life, the best financial shape of my life, and we're able to go places we've never been able to go before and help people that we've never been able to help before, and we would never have been able to help had I not made that decision to become a coach.
All right, so that's Charlene, and she does. That story. Think about this woman. If you said you don't have enough time, you're too busy, I can't do this. This woman worked, literally, she said, I think it's 10 to 15-hour days, 5 days a week. She had a husband that at the time did not support, allowed her to do the business, but he did not participate in the business. So she started this business about as part-time as you can, weekends and whatever she could squeeze in. And she had some little kids, of course. She's a mom. And she built within, I think it took her about a year and a half, and she literally was able to walk in and fire her boss because it was not a good boss from what I heard too. So that's you've heard our story a little bit. That's another story. So that shows you what you got here with this company. I get back with the coach that got you into this thing. You can get started risk-free right away. The money-back guarantee, like I told you, you get your money back, with only these conditions. If you're not making money, you don't like the products, the business is simply not for you, and frankly, any reason you come up with, if you say, come in, you kick the tires, you go, this just is not for me, you get your money back. No questions asked. It's that simple. So get back with the coach that got with you. Tell them you want to get started, because you know what? If what you're doing now is not going to get you where you want to be, then you've got to do something different in life. This is your chance to do that for a very, very inexpensive cost, less than $150. So here again, get back with the coach who invited you on this presentation. Tell them you want to get started today. get yourself on Shakeology, get a challenge pack, get yourself fit, get yourself in shape, get yourself financially fit and in shape there too. With that, I want to thank you for joining me. And this presentation is available for you to help you build your organization along with all the other tools and things that you'll be learning about from the coach that invited you onto the call. So with that, I thank you very much, and we look forward to helping you build a strong Team Beachbody business.